Have you ever had those moments when, in the quiet of the night, lying in bed exhausted but unable to sleep, your mind is flooded with uncertainties about the future? The stress at work, issues in your relationships, and daily life's little annoyances make you start dwelling on things that haven't even happened yet, almost as if the future is filled with countless obstacles that leave you feeling suffocated. We often find ourselves surrounded by these negative emotions, trapped in a fear of what lies ahead, as if the path before us is shrouded in darkness. The truth is, you're not alone in feeling this way. Each of us, to some extent, has experienced these indescribable moments. Life seems to obscure the light and instead makes the shadows in our hearts grow. You might start imagining the worst outcomes, fearing that everything will spiral out of control, and even simple daily decisions become overwhelming. You may wonder, why do I always feel this way? Why am I bound by these negative thoughts? This isn't just your issue. Everyone feels anxious, unsettled, or even lost at times. These feelings are not something to be ashamed of, they're a common aspect of the human psyche. As humans, we are naturally inclined to fear the unknown, especially when faced with things beyond our control. It's a protective mechanism, designed to mentally prepare us for the worst-case scenarios. However, this over-preparation often causes us to miss out on many of life's beautiful moments. We become fixated on things that haven't happened yet, neglecting the beauty and possibilities of the present. Maybe you're feeling down, thinking the future looks bleak, but today, we're going to gently lift the veil on these shadows. We're going to learn how to tenderly converse with these negative emotions and find the light in our lives. We don't need to conquer them immediately. Instead, we need to learn to accept them, understand them, and then adjust our perspective on life with love and compassion. Through gentle guidance, we can gradually let go of excessive negative thinking and start embracing the little sparks of light in our lives. In the upcoming video, I'll explore with you how to gently move past those troubling negative thoughts and help you rediscover strength and hope in your life. This isn't just a conversation, it's a soulful journey together. So, don't close this video, it's meant for those who want to enhance themselves and find their inner light. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the perfect time. Click subscribe and join me on this journey toward a warmer, brighter life. Maybe at work, a minor mistake triggers a flood of worst-case scenarios in your mind. You might get reprimanded, the entire project could be affected, or even worse, you might lose your job. You sit there feeling like everything is falling apart. Those negative emotions surge from deep within, making it hard to breathe. This situation might feel all too familiar. A small issue can quickly snowball into massive pressure and anxiety, dragging you into a bottomless pit of emotional turmoil. This reaction is actually a common human psychological response. We tend to default to imagining the worst when faced with the unknown or uncertainty. It's a form of self-protection, as if by anticipating the worst possible outcome, we can prepare ourselves mentally for it. However, this kind of imagination often goes overboard, causing our worries to spiral far beyond the actual situation. Psychologists refer to this as catastrophic thinking, where we blow a small problem out of proportion into a disastrous event. You might notice that when we fall into this thought pattern, anxiety floods us like a tidal wave. We replay these negative thoughts over and over in our minds until they seem inevitable. A minor mistake at work could, in your imagination, become a career-ending disaster. A simple argument might develop into a relationship breakdown. We excel at making things seem more complex and burdensome than they really are. Yet, excessive negative thinking not only affects our mental state but also directly limits our ability to act. When we focus all our attention on potential bad outcomes, we often overlook what we can actually do to improve the situation. Instead of focusing on problem solving, we get lost in endless worry about the future. This reminds me of a true story. A friend missed out on a career-changing opportunity due to fear of the future. A few years ago, he had a chance for a promotion, which was a challenge but one he was well qualified for. However, he let his worries about not being good enough, fear of rejection, and potential future stress hold him back from applying. As a result, someone else took the opportunity, and he was left regretting his decision. We often find ourselves bound by these emotions because we imagine the worst possible scenarios. Negative thinking acts like an invisible chain, keeping us in place and robbing us of the courage to move forward. More importantly, when we're immersed in these pointless worries, we tend to overlook the beauty of the present moment. Perhaps you've missed out on precious moments with family and friends because of such anxiety, or perhaps you haven't enjoyed the sunny moments of now because of fear about future challenges. Negative thinking disconnects us from reality, causing us to miss out on those small things that bring happiness. At times like this, we need to gently remind ourselves that negative imaginations are just illusions in our minds, not reality. Their presence is merely a manifestation of our inner fear of the unknown. Negative emotions are a shared human experience, but they shouldn't be the stumbling block that hinders our progress. Next, let's learn how to identify these negative thought patterns and find gentle yet effective ways to coexist with them, rather than letting them dominate our lives. Sometimes, we find ourselves caught in a cycle of negative thinking without even realizing it. The power of emotions and thoughts can subtly influence our inner world, often dragging us into a spiral of negativity. These negative thoughts can pull us like an invisible thread, tying up our actions and judgments. So, the first step is learning self-awareness. Self-awareness means paying attention to your emotions and thoughts and gently asking yourself, are these thoughts really true, or are they just a result of fear? We often mistake our worries for reality and our imagination for inevitable outcomes, but in truth, they are merely scenarios we've created in our minds. The power of self-awareness lies in its ability to help you pull back from negative thoughts and break those automatic, pessimistic cycles. Just like having a conversation with a friend, we should approach our negative thoughts with kindness. This doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing negative feelings, but rather facing them with understanding and compassion. When negative thoughts arise, ask yourself, are these thoughts true? If they aren't, is my reaction justified? This approach allows us to set aside criticism and instead, treat ourselves with the same gentleness and patience we would offer a frightened friend. Sometimes, when we start to excessively worry about something, we immediately fall into self-criticism, blaming ourselves for not being strong or rational enough. However, negative emotions do not mean we are failures or incapable of handling life's challenges. In fact, everyone experiences fear and anxiety. It's a normal part of being human. Talking to ourselves in a compassionate way is a powerful practice. We can soothe our inner frightened child just like we would comfort a friend. Tell yourself gently, these negative thoughts are just temporary, they don't define my life. Through this comforting self-talk, we can learn to care for our inner selves rather than letting anxiety defeat us. Each of these conversations is a balm for the soul. Once we recognize negative thinking, the next step is to learn how to reframe these thoughts. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to be overwhelmingly positive or ignoring your true feelings. Instead, it involves gently adjusting your thought patterns with love and understanding. Anxiety and fear are unavoidable parts of the human psyche, but they can be transformed and made lighter. Changing how we handle anxiety doesn't mean suppressing it, but rather approaching it with a gentle understanding to make it more manageable. Imagine anxiety as a child within you, fearful of the uncertainties of the future. This child needs your companionship and comfort, not your blame or neglect. Treat these emotions gently, understand their origins, and help yourself face them with ease. A simple daily practice can help you reframe your thinking and ease anxiety. Each day, jot down things you did well, no matter how small they seem. For example, today, I completed my work on time, I shared my feelings with a friend, I took care of myself by having a healthy dinner. These small reminders will show you that life is not as full of failures and chaos as we often worry it is. Instead, it's filled with small successes and moments of gratitude. This practice helps us focus on the positive, real events in our lives rather than drowning in potential negative scenarios. Over time, you'll find that you approach anxiety with more ease and can face life's uncertainties in a more gentle way. Anxiety will no longer be a heavy burden preventing your progress, but an emotion you can understand and converse with. When we learn to coexist with anxiety using compassion and love, we can regain inner peace and strength. In the next section, we'll explore how to gently nurture our inner strength through positive self-talk and a grateful mindset, leading us to a brighter life. Have you ever overlooked an important fact? What we say to ourselves often matters more than what others say to us. Many times, we unconsciously place too much pressure and negative judgment on ourselves. We frequently criticize ourselves internally, believing that we aren't good enough, smart enough, or hardworking enough. This kind of inner dialogue can weigh us down, make us feel exhausted, and even sap our motivation to move forward. However, engaging in warm self-talk can bring a whole new kind of power to our lives. Imagine if you could start each day with an encouraging phrase for yourself. While a single phrase might not change the world, it can shift how you experience your day. For instance, you might tell yourself, "Today, I will do my best to stay happy." Simple words like this can act like a warm ray of light, gently illuminating the corners of your heart. Offering yourself little bits of encouragement each day is like treating a close friend with kindness. You wouldn't harshly criticize a friend for a minor mistake, instead, you'd give them time, space, and understanding. So why not extend the same compassion to yourself? Try telling yourself something positive each morning. "I'm doing well, and I will be even stronger today," or, "No matter what happens today, I deserve to be happy." This warm self-talk can infuse us with renewed courage and confidence. It reminds us that, no matter our circumstances, kindness and encouragement are gifts we can always give ourselves. Over time, these small dialogues can help us tap into our inner strength, making us more resilient in the face of challenges. We all know that when we focus on negative aspects, anxiety and unease can quickly take over, casting a shadow over our world. Gratitude, however, is a warm force that can counteract these negative emotions. By adopting a grateful mindset, we can shift our attention from troubling thoughts to the beautiful details of our lives. When you take a moment to appreciate what you already have, you'll find that the world isn't as harsh as it might seem. Consider the sunlight on your face this morning, a friend's greeting, a delicious meal, or a peaceful moment of solitude. These small, beautiful moments are gifts worth being thankful for. Though they may not be grand, they quietly warm our hearts. You might find it helpful to practice gratitude daily by writing down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be major accomplishments or changes, just small, warm details of life. For example, today, I had time to enjoy a quiet cup of tea, I shared a joke with my family, or I enjoyed the cool autumn breeze. These small acknowledgements light up our inner world like a gentle candle flame. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to remind us that, no matter our circumstances, there are always moments worth cherishing. These moments highlight the warmth and richness of life. Through gratitude, we can gently nurture our inner selves, dispel troubling clouds, and embrace the light in our lives. Excessive negative thinking often traps us in worry about the unknown. We imagine the worst outcomes and feel overwhelmed even before events occur. However, excessive negativity does not help, it only distances us from the beauty of life. Conversely, a positive mindset can transform how we view the future. The power of positive thinking lies in learning to envision a brighter future. If you shift your focus from potential bad outcomes to possible good ones, you may find that the future is not as frightening as it seems. Try to gently envision your future. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine a future you'd like to have, one filled with light and warmth. Perhaps you see yourself achieving success in a job or enjoying relaxed moments with family and friends. Build this vision with warmth and hope, not fear of the unknown but longing for a beautiful life. Envisioning a brighter future instills confidence in us, enabling us to face each day more bravely and less constrained by negative thoughts. Although the future may hold challenges, it also offers countless opportunities and joys waiting to be discovered. So, starting now, try viewing the future with warmth and tell yourself, no matter what the future holds, I will embrace it gently. This attitude will help you approach life's changes with greater calm and strength. Growth often comes with farewells. Sometimes, we need to gently say goodbye to our past selves. The person you once were might have frequently found themselves caught in negative thought spirals, trapped in anxiety and fear, unable to see the brightness in life. But now, you've made it to this point, learning how to converse with negative emotions and care for yourself gently. It's time to thank your past self, for the growth and resilience shaped by those dark times, and for making you more sensitive and aware of the importance of light. Saying goodbye to your past self doesn't mean forgetting or denying that time but rather accepting it and bidding it a gentle farewell. You can tell yourself, the worries and fears of the past helped me grow, and now I know how to face them. This farewell is not just a release but also an affirmation of yourself. You deserve to live a life full of light and hope, free from the burden of negative emotions. Next, you can set a warm vision for the future. Imagine a future filled with a soft glow, perhaps it's relationships full of love and support, or a job that lets you fulfill your potential. This vision isn't just a goal, it's your guiding light. When you feel lost or disheartened, recall this vision. It will act as a beacon, reminding you of the countless beautiful things waiting for you. Your vision doesn't have to be grand, it can be simple daily changes. For example, set aside time each day for relaxation, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. These small changes can bring continuous warmth and strength, helping you navigate your future journey with greater ease. When you feel warmth within yourself, you naturally want to share it with others. You're no longer the person confined by negative emotions but rather a source of light, brightening others' lives. You can spread warmth by impacting those around you. Whether it's offering a warm hug to a friend in need or sharing your story to provide hope and strength, your warmth can make a difference. This warmth doesn't need to be grand gestures. Often, a simple word of encouragement or a sincere smile is enough to show care. Everyone has their down moments, and you can be a beacon of light during their dark times, helping them escape negative emotions. Every warm action you take will subtly touch others, helping them find their way out of difficult situations. You can also extend this warmth through community support. By participating in community activities, volunteering, or helping those around you, you spread warmth to more people. When you light a lantern for others, you also make your own world brighter. Warmth is an energy that can be shared. You can influence those around you with your personal actions and extend this impact to your community. Becoming a warm beacon not only helps you find light for yourself but also guides others on their path to brightness. This warmth will ultimately help you realize that you are no longer just a person troubled by negative emotions but someone who can bring about change. The warmth you spread leaves a mark on others' lives and continually nourishes your own spirit. It creates a cycle filled with light and hope, with you at the heart of it. Shadows and difficulties are part of life, but they don't define us. Treating ourselves with kindness and choosing light is our most powerful response to life. Each step away from negative emotions brings us closer to hope. It's important to understand and accept these emotions while facing everything with love and warmth. From today onward, let's cherish every ray of light in life and become a source of warmth for ourselves and others. Choose optimism, embrace the future, and you'll not only see your own growth but also bring more warmth and strength to those around you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. Let's continue on the path of self-improvement and become better versions of ourselves together.